Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Possum Cast episode. I guess whatever episode Nick makes it.
Whatever episode it says before you look at it.
That's right. Oh, we missed y'all. We're happy to be back. Very excited.
By the way, 17.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you use it, right?
Yeah,
you can like
never
mix
know.
it around.
You never know.
No, this one's gonna be 17.
We'll see.
This is episode 17, motherfuckers.
All
Buckle
right.
up.
Apparently, it's right after the clip. I hope you enjoyed the clip show. Share that with your friends if you like it.
If it arouses you sexually,
it helps
do
us
whatever
out
you
a lot.
want to do.
Helps us out a lot if you share it around and people think we're funny, or at least we're a train wreck that's interesting to listen to. Whatever it is, that'd be great.
If we make you happy or feel something inside, that's art.
If we double our listenership to like 25,
well, yeah, we're gonna be fucking pulling in hella puss, dude.
The apps that I use to run the show are saying that we have about 36 listeners like per episode.
Whoa. Shout out to the possums. Shout out to the possums.
I want to throw
so Dave, thanks for listening.
Shout out Dave on 20 different devices.
In the 16, we like that.
Dave, thanks for telling the gang about us, or I guess you would call them the clan, but like whatever.
Dude, I feel like we talk about him being a white supremacist at an offensive rate.
Yeah,
like we're definitely gonna piss.
We
him
don't know
off.
shit about you, Dave. Dave's probably a very tolerant person.
In unrelated news, Dave didn't actually write in this week, so.
Oh, dude, we lost him.
Shit.
We were too mean to him.
Damn.
We love you, Dave.
Well.
So if you want to be a fan and be alienated immediately, like the biggest fans, we just alienate and shit on. So.
Yeah, seriously, Jesus fuck.
But yeah, so random thing, I did post.
Love you, Dave. Come back.
I did post about it. I think in like the episode description of episode 16. But we were just randomly in the top 200 for improv podcasts
In Great Britain.
In the UK, and that's one of the best fucking Ks.
Wait. It's not the UK though. Isn't Great Britain only part of the UK?
I believe so.
I thought you said the UK.
It is in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's in.
I thought the thing said top 200 in the UK.
Oh, did it?
Okay.
Oh.
Well, shout out you English fucks.
We at one
Yeah, and everybody else in the UK, get your shit together.
what the fuck are you guys doing?
It's really weird.
Ireland, where you at, man?
It's probably just Americans who are in the UK.
Is Ireland in the UK?
Oh, shit.
No one really needs to know.
I don't know what the hell the UK is.
Northern Ireland is in the UK, but the Southern Ireland is not, and they will be very upset.
There's a Southern Ireland?
Yeah, there's a Southern...
Or there's just Ireland?
There's Ireland, and then there's England, but there's part of Ireland is owned by the
It's in the UK.
Yes, but then once you go south of that part of the island, it becomes Ireland.
Here's the thing, I don't know if Rob knows what he's talking about, but I know I don't know what he's talking about.
I do know this.
You know this
This
one?
is my heritage.
He's
All right, dude.
He's talking about it with the confidence of someone who knows.
But he always does that.
No, but this is different because he usually is talking in like a spazzy kind of way when he doesn't know what he's
That's
talking
true.
about. Like bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, he gets really boisterous and really out there.
Hand motions too. The
Oh,
more hand motions
yeah.
I make, the more wrong I am.
The ranking thing was also weird because of when I checked we were 190 something, but we at one point were 142 I think.
Well, all right.
It's that's,
Damn, B.
That's not.
Yeah, because we dropped 16 spots from the last time that...
Well, we need to, whatever we're doing, we need to stop and do the other thing we were doing.
Yeah, whatever that was.
We're probably not talking about how we're in the top 200 in the UK. That's just boring as hell.
I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. I think our listeners will be happy to know they're an early adopter.
That's
but the movement is
That's a good point. We're going all the way to the top.
I thought it was just the strangest anomaly. I just got an email on my phone what the fuck is going on?
Oh, they emailed you that you wouldn't go looking for it? They just sent it to you?
I'm subscribed to the service that shows Apple Podcasts ranks and all the kind of stuff and for the podcast, but it's also if you want to see what shows are popular, you can just go there and
Dude, how's your D&D podcast going?
We kind of just wish we were just playing D&D because
instead of doing the podcast?
Yeah, because the thing about it, a D&D podcast, I want to do it at some point. But the thing about it is, for it to actually be good, it needs way more production than the show does. It needs music and write a lot of writing for story time and character development and stuff like that. So,
all right.
Yeah, so that's going to be something that I'm not doing until I get fucking paid for, dog. So once this takes off, I'm going to do that as a spin-off and leave you guys in the dust.
Oh,
well, now we knew it was going to happen.
Now we know the plan.
You guys both have leave us in the dust exit strategies, and I do not. I feel a little left out here. I need one of those.
I think your leave us in the dust exit strategy
already happened.
Job that'll pay.
Yeah. You make money.
Yeah.
You're so low.
You're a homeowner.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. No, I do have a regular, real, actual professional job.
Having a real job, having real job money to someone who works minimum wage is just it's
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna have a real job.
Huh?
One day I'm gonna have a real job.
Yeah, I mean,
that job would
I
be
don't know if you're a real
traveling
job
with
kind of guy, Rob.
I might not be.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this. Can you imagine what Rob would be like in a 9-to-5 sit at a desk type of environment?
I wouldn't get shit done, dude. I'd fuck with other people all day. Like, I'd be so not.
Yeah, that would be.
I'm not good.
I'm trying
at
to
having
imagine
a
him
group of
in my
people, like-
office, like say he's a case tech, which he definitely could do. It would be a fucking disaster.
Dude, I wouldn't be able to.
Because he doesn't sit still.
No.
You guys know what's weird? I'm not imagining him in like a suit. I'm imagining him with like a black tie and khakis, but then like a white dress shirt that is like short sleeve.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was thinking the
of course.
exact same
That's
thing,
what I
which
was
is
thinking.
weird because I envision him in our office where we don't even dress up to go to work.
Yeah.
But
I would
Rob
still
was in
dress up.
a tie, like
I'd look
either
good.
roll
I
up
like looking
shirt
good.
or maybe just a short sleeve.
I think-
I'd have slacks too. I have like sometimes I have a pair of slacks that just make my butt go boom boom.
Dude, you would never last in the government office because you're constantly fucking with people.
Yeah, I'd probably catch it.
that's a good point.
I think also like in a government office, like I'm pretty good looking. There'd probably be some sexual harassment going on too. You know, I know that happens.
Like towards you?
Towards yes, of course.
Yeah,
Women
I
would be
mean,
grabbing my PP all the time.
no, I mean, let's be clear here. They would be. I mean, you definitely get some shit. I mean, I get shit sometimes from the ladies at work.
They're emboldened, dude.
They are
Because they know that there's nothing. You know,
the backwards sexual harassment shit never. And
never
also,
works out. I kind of like it. Like I kind of like
Yeah.
it.
No, that's the thing. You're gonna fucking flirt back with them.
Ooh,
It's really,
stop
it's really
it,
hard,
girl.
I mean, never blame the victim, but it's really hard to, like, also flirt with them as a
Right.
dude,
Yeah.
and then have it come off like, oh no, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, right. No, I don't
As a
think
dude,
so.
no one ever believes you that it's unwanted flirting.
Right. I mean, look. If I had $1 for every woman that flirted with me, boys, I might have 7.
That you didn't want to flirt with you. That's the question.
Oh, that I didn't want to flirt with me.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Or that you weren't interested in, at least.
I'm a dog, Jay. I mean, there's nothing I'm not interested in.
I don't think that's true.
That is true. There are some.
There's definitely circumstances where like I had a coworker who was into me and that was not something I wanted.
Yeah, it's not
even
awesome.
because
Can be
like
bad.
I wouldn't necessarily date her otherwise, but like just no work.
Well, there's that much.
No.
When you're that much
Yeah.
time with someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can date a coworker and then quit your job, and then you guys can still date. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to date.
But, like,
you can meet someone and you know
If
what
you're
I mean?
dating a coworker, that's like dating someone and like living with them immediately. Like you're seeing
Dude.
them that much.
You don't shit where you eat, man.
Yeah.
As a dude who is still single and basically 40 years old,
Yeah.
all those rules are fucking stupid, man. Honestly,
not.
they are. Like, yeah, there'll be awkward situations if you break up and shit.
They get less.
But who fucking cares?
They get less stupid. They get more stupid with the less opportunities there are. Right now, it would be stupid for me to date a coworker because I have so many more opportunities.
Oh,
than
I
women
see.
for me to date.
Well, no, I mean.
But if I got older and I was,
yeah,
you know what I mean, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably
right.
be
But I
more
mean,
open to it.
it's a general. Like, it's more of an excuse to not do it than anything. Like, it's
Yeah.
not. It's just a general guidance.
Yeah.
But if you really like the chick at work,
Yeah,
you
if I, like,
fucking
was
date her, and you
if I was
should.
madly in love
Yeah.
with her, yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
not
but
even
I-
badly in love with her. You just like really liked her. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I like her. I want to fucking hang out with her.
But I would
Yeah.
probably quit my job at some point after if we start getting serious.
I
'Cause I
mean-
just don't want
I
to
mean,
spend
that's
that.
a
I
little-
can't spend that much
But if
time
you
with someone.
couldn't, though, like,
Yeah.
all right, if it,
I mean, I'm a bartender.
you're talking about
Sure,
how
I
it
can
works,
find
and I agree with you that probably is
Like,
how
I would
it works.
find another job as a bartender because
Yeah,
it's,
you like
you know what I
you'd
mean?
start
just like-
dating and start looking at the same time.
Yeah, I'd be like, maybe we should probably like, I might find a,
Right, but if you couldn't get a job, you just
Well,
have to
then
work at the same place. You guys work at
I'd
the same
probably be
place.
fine.
Yeah.
As long as you still fucking like were into each other, it'd be
Yeah.
fine. Like people put these weird artificial rules on dating that I followed all the time when I was growing up, and I think I'm worse for it, frankly. Like I think I was trying to be like the guy. Oh well, that's kind of fucked up to do it that
Yeah.
way, or that's kind of fucked up, and that probably contributes to the fact that I'm single right now. Like, and I'm not like overly sad about it, but it would be nice to have a lady, at
Yeah.
40, and not have to
That's-
hang out with fucking 22-year-old dipshits.
Hey,
that's a
we're
good
going to
point,
the fucking
yeah.
stars, and I'm 23.
Yeah, going to the stars. Spaghetti.
It's good.
See, here's my thing: is like every time that I've started dating a girl that I've spent way too much time with in the beginning, it's always been a disaster, and that might just be my personal thing, or maybe
Yeah.
I just haven't found someone I like enough
Dude,
yet.
I have a,
But
yeah, I have a hard time.
fucking can't do it. Like,
When you spend too much time with them, when you're forced to, or when you just do anyway?
well, I mean, if I just do it like because I'm excited about it, and it ends up being like, especially ends up being the thing like you hang out like if you go on your first date, you hang out like 4 days in a row because you're just like that into each other,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you don't want to hang out on the 5th day, and like she still does, so you could go and you're feeling like kind of like
You're like,
not all the way
right.
into it anymore, but it's like this whole thing of like.
Oh man, that's when you make other plans, dude. You're allowed to have other plans.
It's also one of the.
Dude, you gotta have boundaries, bro.
I also have,
Yeah, you're like, nah.
I also haven't
like-
dated in a while, so
Yeah.
my advice is kind of.
Dude,
Rob's advice is fuck him and chuck him. No,
Oh, hey.
Hey.
It's never came out of this guy's mouth.
It went into it though.
Oh.
Hey,
I just think that like if you're gonna be spending a lot of time with someone, like you gotta fucking have your boundaries of like all right, I need a couple hours, dude. Because like especially if you're sleeping with them, and then you wake up in the morning and then you want to skip breakfast, you're like, I can get some breakfast, and then you're like, let's get lunch, and you're like, I'd fucking kill myself right now.
Yeah,
I need to go do something. I'll always be like, I need to go run, I need to go on a run, I need to go exercise, I'll have some errands to do.
I'll go run. You're like, nah, I run alone. Like whatever it is, you got to get out of the situation.
So here's.
And the earlier you do it, the easier it is to do repeatedly.
Right.
It sounds to me like
You need a
you just
routine.
kind of let it go.
Yeah, you just let yourself get
I
fucking
haven't-
plowed.
I
dude.
honestly-
You're not assertive enough.
You
Nick.
you
also-
rolled over and put your fucking legs up and just let her
said,
spend
do what
all
you
that
want,
time with
lady.
me.
It's also just like most of the girls that I've been like kind of interested in. I haven't been like interested enough to pursue it that hard.
Yeah,
It's
that's
more
cool.
that like and I don't have enough time to go home and edit this podcast for 3 hours of hanging out with you.
It's
I know.
like-
I mean, it's tough when you're sitting down with a girl and you're like, look, sweetheart, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I got a podcast to edit. All right, look, here's
awesome
the thing.
Nick Blackerby session returns.
I can buy you some fucking drinks or something, but I gotta get out of here. I got a whole
God,
podcast.
It's
Fucking uncanny how
It's-
accurate that
it's
is.
strange how like he's able to keep it the same every week.
I know, right? It's
Actually
very good.
change
I
the
just
exact same thing. But
It's
yeah.
a talent.
that yeah.
So
I mean, I think here's the thing that I like though. The way you said, it sounds to me like you also don't just date random chicks. Like
it's-
you have to actually like a chick to even date her.
so
And I've
think-
always gotten shit for that.
I'll just
think,
take a bitch out.
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah.
I'll date her out.
Yeah, you're just more willing to hang out with new people though.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
exactly
be like,
right.
People
That's
have to if new people come into my life, they have to be like really into being friends with me for me to give them a shot. Otherwise, I don't care.
That's how this worked out.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like
pursued you. I hunted you down. I saw you on that stage.
and
But I saw
you
your
had to
talent.
have me.
I knew I
Well,
needed you.
no, Rob just circle jerked into a crowd like he always does.
Yeah.
Because Rob loves everyone.
dancing queen.
Rob loves new people more than most people.
I let it. Yeah.
no,
Rob
it's-
knows everybody in the scene.
Yeah, no, it's
Like he has everyone's number. He's talking and texting people all the time,
Talking shit
and that's
all the time.
fucking
Mad
perfect,
shit.
dude.
Mad shit. Yo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you have to do. That's how
Dude,
he's.
that's
It's because I don't want to be. I said this in it. It's because I don't want to be alone with my thoughts. So I have to be
No,
fucking
and I get
constantly
that,
like
too.
busy.
No,
Like,
but
I'll
you
just go out to lunch and fucking like I need to get a beer, listen to a podcast, do something. I can't fucking
Yeah.
text some people or something. I can't
But you could
fucking-
do that with a smaller group.
That's true.
You're always like, oh no, there's somebody who does open mic. I've never fucking had lunch with them. I'm gonna go have lunch with them. Where I'd
Yeah,
be
that's
like,
true.
Yeah.
dude, I don't know that guy. I don't want to fucking
Fuck
go.
that guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like even fuck that guy. It's like
I'll have
there's like
lunch
a
with him and I'll still
50-50
think
shot.
fuck
This
that
is gonna
guy.
suck.
yeah.
That is
If I
true.
go by myself, I know it'll be fine.
But the thing is, once it starts sucking and you're with like someone who does open mic, you can be like, "This was fun. I'm gonna go now." And there's no you need like
yeah,
you
but
know.
sometimes you get clingers when you do that though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do.
It
The
does
thing is,
happen.
when people, if you go out and hang out with someone who you think like could be good at comedy, and then they turn out they're like really just boring as shit, then you're like, all right, well, I didn't really lose anything. But then it turns out they're hilarious and fun to hang out with. Then you just gained a buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the rule for general friendship. It's like this could
True.
be like a good person,
Yeah.
and then it'd be great. Or this could be a bad person, be shitty. Like,
Yeah.
It's but like Rob's just willing to go out there.
Look,
and
you hang out with
actually-
Brian Hood one time. You don't need to do it again.
Oh,
Very-
fucking shout out B Hood.
You know I love you, Brian. You boring bastard.
You jerk.
Such a dick. So Rob hasn't seen it yet, but I did want to bring up that we did watch the Chappelle thing, me and Jay,
Oh yeah,
and it's fucking crazy intense.
it's very intense.
Yeah, it's like a half hour long. It's just free on YouTube, and it's a lot. Like,
It's intense,
he
man.
feels strongly about a lot of things.
Yeah, dude. It's a classic. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's classic Dave Chappelle. He is
David.
the best motherfucker, best comedian working. And this isn't because this
He's
is
the best
funny, but you
comedian
can
alive.
you can see. Well, okay, sure. I don't know
Same
if
thing.
that's different, but
Wait, what do you say?
He said working.
Oh! I thought you. Sorry.
but it's very good. I mean, it's really poignant, and one of the things that makes him such a good comedian, right, is his ability to like set up a story, set up a joke, and to just be fluid the whole time. And he also knows shit.
He does his fucking
and he thinks about it. It's not just like, dude, okay, so we're gonna get done with this this week, and we're gonna start open mics like basically next week or the week after.
Yeah.
And there is gonna be, because of that special, there are gonna be 500 motherfuckers go up on stage and try to do what he just did, and they are gonna fail so fucking hard, or they're even gonna tell jokes.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna be shitty jokes, and the reason why they're gonna suck is because they didn't really think it through and come with a different angle. It's the same angle it's over and over
they're
again.
also, dude, trying to use comedic things, and it's like if you were a carpenter who like just used a hammer or something, and you're like, all right, let me pick up this fucking skill saw and go to work.
Right.
Like, dude, you don't know how to make a cabinet. You know what I mean? You don't know how to do that shit. You're in school, motherfucker. You have a tricycle, you have a big wheel, and you're trying to ride it on a goddamn mountain bike. All right, it's not gonna work, man.
See,
you got so many analogies packed into one.
Spazzing thing.
That's what it is right there.
Spazzing his arm back and forth.
You just need, dude, the more movements physically I do, and the more
full of shit,
the more animated I am, the more I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
See, when he was talking about Ireland, he was just completely still like, guys, it's south and is not in the blah blah in the northern.
Yeah, dude, that's called heritage.
That's great. No, but I mean, it's so good. It's really, really good.
I'm never gonna be able to run for political office.
Oh, you'll be fine with that.
But like you could get to the point of like loved as a celebrity that you'll be like The Rock, and then people will try to get you anyways.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah, maybe. Jesus Christ, I don't think everybody will love me.
Or maybe
like The Rock.
more like when like Lil Wayne.
I don't want to be loved like The Rock. I don't want to be loved like The Rock.
No, that's too much.
Something's wrong there. I'm telling you, something's up with that guy.
What's
He's
happening?
fucking suspect.
You think he's got bodies?
I think he's got bodies. Release the bodies, Rock. Something's up.
What are you talking about here?
The Rock. I think he's too good of a person to be that good of a person.
Oh.
Like, something is wrong.
So there's nothing in the actual news or anything about him?
No.
Because I mean, shit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Also, kind of weird. I don't know. I've never seen him with some ladies. I'm not saying he's gay. Just saying.
I think he has a wife and kids.
Yeah. Do you know her name?
I mean, no.
Nope.
Dude, The Rock's wife is her name. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
I guess, dude.
Like, I mean,
If they ever wrote a story about her and they do one of
together.
those things, you know how feminists always get pissed off when they refer to like,
just in general.
Yeah.
if somebody had, and this is totally sexist and I'll own it, but if somebody really famous has a slightly famous wife,
Yeah.
and they refer to them as that
So-and-so's
person's wife rather than on their own, like if they're like,
God forbid.
if they're like a champion swimmer, but it's like they're married to fucking Russell Wilson or somebody who's just insane.
Like,
Russell Wilson's bad. How about Ronaldo? It's Ronaldo married to
What
say.
about like Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks? Like, that's a good example.
Who the fuck is Rita Wilson?
Probably, she's an actress.
Yeah, she's an actress. She's like,
Yeah, so if
what
they
was the first thing you said, though?
huh?
What was the first thing you said, though?
Well, his wife.
That's right.
I mean, like that's.
All right. I mean, that's the type of example.
Wow,
I
that
think
was a
she's
good-
actually probably more famous than. Maybe not though. I don't know, but
like
it's a
compared
pretty
to
good
how
example.
famous Tom Hanks
It's a
is,
pretty good
like,
example.
Yeah.
Like, if I say Tom Hanks' wife does X, Y, and Z, that's really not a sexist thing. It's like, dude, no one knows who the fuck she is comparatively.
Like if you were to
actress
say,
Rita Wilson.
if you were to
I think
say,
Chris Long's wife or somebody like that. It was a similar thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good rule of thumb. If it flips it makes sense, then sure. Like if you said Rita Wilson's husband did this thing, and without knowing it was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I wouldn't know who the
it's
fuck.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't
Yeah.
know it was Tom Hanks.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
I would barely know who she is.
I don't know who Rita
Exactly.
Wilson
Yeah,
is,
that's a
so
good
I have
point. Well,
no idea.
that's how you determine who's more famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a story related to what they do, that's a different thing, right? So if it's like, I think one of them that I saw is like, so if you did Jeremy Stevens and Hope Solo, which is not a really good example. But,
Okay, I'm just gonna come out with something real quick here.
Sure.
Most of the names we've been talking about, I don't know fucking any of them.
okay, well these are probably older.
So-
These are probably
Solo's a
older.
goalie.
Yeah.
Soccer something, I know that.
Yeah,
She also
soccer
could be a Star
goalie.
Wars character though, so I don't fucking know.
It's not a great example because they're kind of the same. They're not. Neither one of them's
I know
real.
Zach
famous.
Ertz and his wife's the tight end for the Eagles.
Right,
His
but
wife
so
is a
if it's
soccer
whatever it is, if it's like let's say it's Tom Brady and Giselle.
Yeah.
Now that's a pretty fucking even couple. Like if Giselle does, if it's football related, if they say Tom Brady's wife, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, but
if it's model related and they say Tom Brady's wife, you'd be like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? She's the
Like
most
Giselle.
famous supermodel in the fucking world.
Yeah,
Well, it's like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
that's
you know what I
Sure,
mean?
there you go. But
Like,
they're
both so fucking famous.
But they're famous for similar things, though.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, whoever's doing the
Jay-Z's
thing
famous for music.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and his wife.
is also famous for
Yeah, like all famous.
Maybe
Yeah,
like
the
maybe
big
if you did
old
like Kim
dump truck guy.
Kardashian or like I don't know. There's a plenty of examples. The point is like. It's not always sexist to refer to somebody in their relationship to somebody else.
Okay.
Because sometimes people are more fucking famous than other people.
I have something here for
Yeah.
you. This is not related at all. This is total not sober.
Fantastic.
Okay.
This is totally not
fuck-
sober, as I said.
Non sequitur.
Oh.
Fuck, marry, kill. Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac. Fuck, marry, kill.
Who fucking cares?
It's all pretty rough.
Shitty response.
Yeah.
I don't want to marry,
Use your
fuck, or kill
imagination.
him. I don't know. I don't know enough about what makes them different.
Jay-Z, Biggie, and Tupac.
All right, so
I don't know enough about them.
I'm gonna marry I'll tell you mine. I'll marry Tupac.
Really?
I will kill Biggie and I'll fuck Jay-Z.
I think I would.
Isn't that exactly
marry-
what Beyonce did? Conspiracy theory.
I think
Spaghetti.
I think I would fuck Tupac, marry Jay-Z, and kill Biggie. I feel like Jay-Z's more stable.
Yeah, Jay-Z's got the most money, so I think you definitely have to marry him.
Yeah, and also like, I mean, wait, like, is Tupac living to old age? Like, you have to marry
It's
him?
just no, he's gonna die, but you'll be with him in the 90s.
I think I'd fuck Tupac as well. I bet that
Yeah.
dude. I mean, I bet
I feel
that
like
dude
that's
can
all I would
slay.
get from him
Yeah.
anyways.
But he has a
Slay
nice,
pussy.
nice butt.
Like, I feel
And
like
then, I don't want Big on top of me.
anyway,
Big on top of me. I don't want that shit.
nice. The notorious B.E.R.G.
That's awful. But yeah.
Well,
Did you guys hear Rita Wilson's husband is gonna? That's funny.
he's gonna fuck Biggie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while about kind of like what it's gonna be like coming back to do mics. And
Yeah.
I think one of the big things is just gonna be like really. Everyone's gonna kind of suck. You know what I mean? A little
Yeah.
bit. I think everyone's
I
not gonna be as
imagine.
good as they were. But I think that it's gonna be fun to see what new bits people thought of that aren't related to COVID or aren't related to fucking the riots. Something that's kind of silly. And then I'm also excited to see what good bits people have about COVID and about the riots because
Yeah.
there might be some good ones.
Probably
It's
like-
gonna be such a sea of shit.
Yeah.
Because we're all experiencing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so saturated. And that's why I'm kind of trying to avoid writing jokes about it.
I've
'cause
been
I'm like,
trying to
that's so
avoid it
fucking-
too, but I keep coming up with
Well,
shit.
it's so
that's
hard,
like-
you know.
Well, because that's what you're thinking about all the time.
Yeah.
But the stuff I think about is not good enough to be like, oh, this is going to be a great bit. So I've been trying to just sneak those in to other like bits that are totally not about COVID. So it's basically makes it more your experience of COVID or like what your life
right.
is like during COVID.
Yeah,
but
more
it really
personal.
doesn't have that much to do with COVID.
Right.
Like COVID's
Sorry.
very ancillary.
Sorry, I haven't been talking for the last 2 minutes. I sent a text.
Oh, good
Took
for
you 2 minutes to
you!
text?
Wow.
Yeah.
So we just found out breaking news on the Possum Cast. Nick is fucking retarded.
And he's
Takes you 2
texting.
minutes to text?
Yeah.
Jesus, you're like the end of Doogie Howser over here.
I'm a small person, but I got surprisingly fat thumbs, so I always like hit Q's whenever I should try to do A's.
That happens to me a lot.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking when I was thinking about doing jokes coming back to
Yeah.
the mics, I had to think like I ended up delving deeper into like my high school days in my head because I was like I want to try and think of stuff that's completely not related to
Yeah.
COVID because COVID stuff is popping into my head all the time.
Yep.
So like that I'm not worried to like mine stuff for. So I thought of some stories from high school and it's like it's like 9 minutes worth of stuff that I can try now. It's not probably going to be good. I probably can keep like 2 of it, but
Dude,
Yeah.
I know the more I think of shit, the more stories I realize I have, and the more I
Yeah.
realize I suck at telling stories.
dude, like I don't know.
We're not suck at telling stories. It just never feels satisfying as like telling a
Well, like
that fucking
so your thing,
Yeah.
your thing is like you need to feel like you have the freedom to go wherever you want on stage.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
a story just has like a straight through
Very
line. So
originative.
if you were like Josh Wolf did this in his special where he basically told a story over the course of an hour but broke it up a lot. That would be like probably the way that you'd have to tell a story. Is like you
Yeah.
have to like start at the beginning of your act and finish at the end.
yeah.
You know?
Good point.
And then you could just go wherever you want with the jam.
Yeah, because you do need that. You definitely need that freedom. Because you're we've said it
You'd be
forever.
amazing at improv. But like,
Yeah, I did a
He
lot
said
of improv in
he
high
did
school.
improv in high
In high
school.
school,
Did you
I
know
did
that?
improv.
I buy that. Rob's
No, did
like-
you know that though? Like
Oh,
that's. I mean,
no.
I was like, oh shit, I didn't.
Yeah, I did. That's what.
It
Yeah,
makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. He seems like kind of a theater kid.
I was.
Well, it
Yeah,
seems like-
in middle
I mean, he
school,
seems
and
like
then in
he's
high school, I was
pretty
like, that
decent.
shit's game. So I fucking played football. Well, my friends
Play
like,
football.
my friends
then
We
like,
kick
"You
the
either
shit
be
out of those
gay
theater
or you
kids.
play football. Look at each other's dicks, dude. Get in the shower, queer. I'm not gay. I like dicks.
Rob apparently had bad experience in high school football.
I love high school football. It was great, dude. Do you see how many fucking dicks I
Alright.
saw? I'm not fucking gay, dude. Why was that in high school that everybody was so obsessed with everybody's penises? Everybody, when I was in high school, everybody went to the locker room, everybody was like, alright, dude, dicks out, dude. You have your underwear on? Haha, you fucking pussy.
I don't.
Everybody
I
wanted
don't.
to be
This
naked.
is not my experience.
Is that not your experience?
I believe this is a generational thing. I think mine and Rob's age is very much so in this.
Just fucking throwing your dicks at each other.
Throwing
and
dicks
shit?
out, dude.
Yeah, I
Fuck
never
that,
I never really played sports in high school except for soccer. So I didn't really get into like the locker room wasn't really a situation really for me. So I never really had to deal with that, but I knew it existed.
Yeah, a lot of penises. I learned to be very comfortable being naked.
I mean,
will say
I'm
that's a
sure-
good
I
thing
know
now.
that
I'm very
people-
comfortable with my body.
Yeah.
I know that there are people who are more comfortable being naked than others in fucking
Everyone
high
has to be
school.
aggressively comfortable being naked.
What kind? Do you have like communal showers? That was one
we
thing.
had communal showers.
Yeah, we did too, and I always thought that was the weirdest fucking thing. Like,
I
why
didn't
did
like
they
it
need?
at first, but I loved it at the end.
Like, why do they need? Why do they need that kind of capacity? Like, we always had like 60 showers.
Oh, we didn't have that.
I mean, spots for 60 people. Like, there's like 10 different, or maybe it wasn't that many. Like 6 shower heads probably with like, you can put like 5 people each. That's like 30 people at once. It's like, why are we cattle car?
Oh, we didn't
Fucking
have,
washing people.
What we did is we had like 12 shower heads, but you can only get one person in one head. You know, we were having.
Oh, they were like a line along the wall.
Yeah, well, there's
yeah.
like 6 here and then 6 behind you.
You know, I'm talking about the ones that come up in the center that have like a
Oh,
spout.
those things? Oh no, we didn't have
dude.
that shit.
They have
That
like
shit would've
6
been
all the way
uncomfortable.
around. They're,
Yeah, I know
they're
what
pretty
you're talking
common in
about.
swim
I know what you're
places.
talking about. Yeah, where
Yeah,
it's-
those ones
yeah.
fucking suck,
Those
dude.
ones aren't cool.
It's like basically you're all
You're
facing
too
the
close.
same thing
Yeah.
while you're naked. Like, it's fucking weird.
We
It's
didn't
a
have that.
strange thing to force children to do.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Dude, one time our football coach came in and when we were like fucking being really rowdy in the locker room and like I think it was just being disruptive
Yeah.
because they're in the office next to it. So he came back there and then he like told us to shut up and we didn't hear who it was. We were like, "Fuck you!" And then he was like made us do push-ups, but we were all naked. Dude, and he watched us do push-ups while we were naked, like on top of each. Like we were like, it was too close to be doing fucking push-ups, man. Penis is real close to your face, man. It wasn't cool.
So
was that common to have the guy walk in?
No, that was the
that
only
was
time
not
that ever
invited.
happened.
Are they not allowed to anymore?
They're not
'Cause I know,
supposed to. Yeah.
Okay, because I know when I was in school,
like,
I wouldn't even have. I mean,
no one was really. We didn't really think it was too
the
weird.
coaches didn't hang out at all, but they would be like, "All right, everybody shower up," and they go into the office.
Yeah.
But there was like a shower room that was kind of back. Where they came out of the office was closer to the front, where I mean, it'd be where you're changing, but not where you're showering,
Right.
type thing.
Okay.
And they might every once in a while come and go, like, be like, "Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to announce or tell everybody. Remember to tell everybody, you know, the bus is here at 8:45,
Right.
not 9 tomorrow. So make sure to tell everybody."
He's not
And then
like-
go back in. He's not like hanging out and lingering
Right.
or anything.
No.
But I imagine even that is like really fucking bad
Probably
news at
against
this
the
point.
rules, yeah.
Everything's super. Everybody's super afraid of child molesting, like coaches and shit.
Yeah.
And yet it still happens. Like that's
Still
the
happens.
crazy part.
Well, that's why they're afraid of it because it still fucking happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about it.
It's fucking. I'm really glad that I just played soccer and showered at home.
Yeah, but
glad I'm not
did you have
Catholic,
PE?
Yeah, but you didn't have to shower and pee.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, dude, it doesn't matter what your situation is. There's creepy motherfuckers around you, like.
Oh, you're talking about the child molesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Well, and you were Catholic, right?
yeah. half the joke.
We heard you fucking try to make that joke the first time. We just ignored it.
Well, you're both Catholic, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right.
Eesh, ooh,
Fucking
I was
weak,
an Ulster
Willis.
server too.
So was I.
So we're gonna take a break
You
real
dick.
quick, and then we'll be back with
We're gonna be
more
back.
episode 17.
Possums, we are back live from the Possum Studio here in Spokane Valley. We are back, and Nick here. We were just talking about. What were we talking about there, Nick?
fuck, man?
I shouldn't do the
Talked about
intros.
a lot
I'm so
of stuff,
bad
man.
at the
10
intros,
seconds
dude.
before the intro
All right,
started, I
retake,
asked,
retake.
Did either of you guys want to do the intro? And I was like, I'll do the intro as if he had something
Stage
he was
fright.
going to start on. This is terrible.
No, just totally
It's weird.
forgot.
I've never heard Rob like lose it like that and not be able to continue
Yeah, well, like,
on stage. I don't think I've ever seen it.
That's
We're
because
in
there's
my-
more people.
We're in my
Yeah.
living room, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I can't do it."
well, I feel like Rob also is like, we're in your living room. He doesn't feel like he has to necessarily save it because
Right.
he can just send it back to one of us.
But if
Right.
I'm in the audience, there's an audience there. I'm like, well, I better keep
Yeah, you
talking.
gotta-
Better just keep fucking talking
Gotta
this one
have
out.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to address something, and this is.
What's up?
So Rob is not just an amazing comedian, right? Rob is actually a film star.
I am.
Oh,
That's-
yeah,
that's-
right.
I think we should address this on the
Sure.
Possumcast. So Rob was
The
in.
possums need to know.
Rob met Spike Lee.
I did meet
He
Spike.
was in a Spike Lee movie. He was a white dude in a Spike Lee movie. You know how few parts that is?
I'm a legend in a way.
He did make noise, but didn't actually speak a word.
Yeah, I
He
did
said,
not sing.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you ad-libbed that. Okay.
I did
so-
ad-lib that.
All right, so hold on.
It's
We
not
need to tell
written
this whole
in.
story. This is crazy. So the movie is Miracle at St. Anna. Is that right?
Boom.
Miracle at St. Anna. It's like 2003 or something
No,
like
I'm gonna
that.
go to 2008.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't that long ago.
I would have been 5 in
think that was
2003. I was about 11.
Yeah, so Rob was in a movie directed by Spike Lee. He plays this racist guy's kid
Yeah.
at
that's
a
real racist.
ice cream joint.
Ice cream.
shop?
Yeah.
Slop.
Slop shop. Ice.
What is
ice
a
slop.
slop?
An
I've
ice
never heard
slop.
ice slops
An ice
before.
slop is like Southern for ice cream.
Okay, so it's southern. It's a southern ice.
Fun factoid about the story.
Yeah.
Just threw a quick little flavor on it. They asked what ice cream I wanted to eat because I had to be there all day eating ice cream for the thing. So I was like, I'll just do strawberry, which was a mistake because chocolate's way better.
Yeah.
But I went with strawberry, and they told me, they're like, you don't have to actually eat it. And I was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, because
So I
you're
just-
eating.
yeah.
And did you get
11.
sick?
Oh, I got so sick. I got so sick. I ate about 16 bowls of fucking strawberry ice cream. I don't know why they were just like, just let him keep eating it. Just let him keep
Yeah,
going.
wait,
Like,
why
my
would-
mom was there, but she was an
Were you
extra.
not
so,
allowed
like,
to switch out different types of
Flavors?
ice cream?
Yeah.
They ask you what kind you wanted, right?
yeah,
or was
but
that
then-
in your rider?
I think,
You're like,
dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what I just.
Strawberries only, motherfucker.
Apparently, dude, I got so sick I could never eat strawberry ice cream again. Still don't eat that shit unless it's covered in chocolate sauce.
Oh, dude, you basically did what I did with what everybody does with vodka in like
Yeah.
their 20s. Like, I can't drink it anymore because I got too fucked up on it once.
Yeah,
That's what you did
so I
with
did tequila.
strawberry ice cream.
Yeah.
Strawberry ice cream is dog shit anyway, dude. That's like the
Yeah,
worst
it was a
flavor.
terrible choice. Terrible. It was between strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
Oh, so they had the Neapolitan flavors, as they call
Yeah,
it.
they were like, "This is what you want."
I mean, I honestly feel like.
But you couldn't switch between, man.
I feel like if I was 11, although when Rob was 11, I would have been 12.
Go fuck yourself.
I would have probably gone with strawberry as well, honestly. Like, I just don't feel like. I feel like chocolate. I would be like, I'll get tired of that after like the fourth one. Like,
Imagine though if I did that with
that's
chocolate.
what it was.
Imagine had I gotten dog shit sick with chocolate. I wouldn't be able to eat chocolate ice cream. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I
that's
love chocolate ice cream. No, I can't eat strawberry ice cream.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me at all. But yeah, that's what I said. He did the thing
Yeah.
that you usually do with alcohol.
But I did it like
Oh,
Fireball
yeah.
and tequila.
Yeah.
What alcohol have you guys done that with?
Ooh, Fireball. and
Long
tequila.
Island's, I did it.
Oh yeah, Long Island's are good.
Tequila and tequila for me for sure, and I haven't tried Rumpelman since the last incident.
Whew. Rumpies, dude. No one likes Rumpies.
Dude, vodka was on hiatus for a long time for me,
Yeah.
but I actually can drink it now.
Did I ever tell you? I told you guys the story about those shots that I took. Remember of the what was the alcohol I just said? Rumpelmans.
Rumpelmans.
yeah.
I think you may have. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I want to hear it again.
Okay, so it was this is actually the story that caused me to start doing stand up. I was like 21 and I was hanging out with my roommate who I just like moved in with, so I was like still like trying to be friendly with. Now I don't give a fuck about him, but we went out to the bar with one of my other friends, and he gave us a shot of Rumpelmans, which I'd never had before. And I took the shot, and I was like, this is really sweet. It probably doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Which is not true. It's like 30%.
That's still. I mean, that's pretty light.
Yeah.
Shot,
It's
but
way
it
more
doesn't
than
matter.
I thought.
It's still a shot.
So because I took that, and I was like, oh, this has like no alcohol into it. I took like 5 more shots
Yeah, dude, you
in
can't.
a row because I just was like,
Big dog.
So,
I mean, It's not a full beer, but it's a 3/4 of a beer.
That's a lot of a beer.
So when we were
And you get fucked up on like a beer.
Yeah.
no, this is like
You're quarter can Nick.
that's a good one. I like that. I'm gonna start using that. But like, yeah, for reference point, I'm blackout. I will be blackout wasted. So we were hanging out at the bar. We were having a pretty good time while I was still like kind of like conscious because I took all those shots at once. Took a while to hit, and then apparently we got into an Uber, went to another bar. I went into the bar, immediately went to the bathroom and started throwing up. Apparently I was in there long enough for the bartender to pass by the bathroom, go up to my roommate and say, "Hey man, I think your girlfriend's throwing up in the bathroom." And he goes in and he like sees me there and he calls an Uber, and he and my other friend have to like carry me into the Uber. And then we get back to the apartment, and which, by the way, the apartment's on the 3rd floor, so he has to carry me up a couple flights of stairs. And he puts me on the floor in the living room, and as I'm laying there, he like puts a glass of water next to my head, and I just like flail my arm randomly and knock the glass of water onto my head, so it like spills all over me. And this is the only part of the night that I remember. He audibly said, "Fuck this, you're on your own," and just like left me back in bed. And like 20 minutes later, I ended up getting up and going to bed. The next morning, feel awful, obviously, but I have to go over to my friend's house to help him with something. And so I'm driving, and I get to the intersection of Division and Wellesley, which is like a really busy intersection in Spokane. And right as the light hits green, and I put like my foot to the gas, I just start throwing up all over myself.
Oh no!
Like I remember thinking like, this is happening, and I need to figure out, am I gonna barf on the steering wheel or into my lap? And so I chose into my lap, so I would make sure I had my hands on the wheel still, which is like I think the safer option. But what
I think I'd have gone without. What about like a window move?
No, it was that sudden.
Okay.
It was literally like
just
an instant.
Poor planning.
But the hit that I took for not doing the steering wheel was I was wearing sweats, and it like at the angle that I threw up on myself, it went like into my pants.
Nicky.
Terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude,
And,
you got throw up on your pee-pee.
And that.
That's gross, dude.
That's actually like the best defense for.
That happens to me like all the time.
That's the best defense for pubes, if I'm being honest. It's just like
shield.
So, and then I remember looking up, and after throwing up, and I look over, and there's like an old lady driving next to me, just fucking horrified. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then I end up getting to my friend's house, and I take a shower.
It's because she saw an Asian driver, and she's like, "Oh my god, I hate the Asian world."
She was like, "This is shit."
But then,
she's very racist.
And then I do remember having this distinct thought of when I got to my friend's house of like, because I'd been thinking about doing stand-up for like a month, and I thought like, I feel like that's like a stand-up kind of thing. And so
100%.
that was the first joke I ever.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I remember that because.
Yeah, I threw it away pretty quickly because it's not a very good like story to tell on stage. At least the way I did it.
I just remember the first time I saw you, you had the microphone down by your belly button.
Yeah.
You were a low micer.
You were a low micer.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
No, but so what I want to know is when you were passed out in the bathroom, did you have shoes on? So we know whether you took a shit first?
I did not take a shit, so I had my shoes.
So
you can throw up in your stomach.
Because I think it would be funnier. It would have been funnier, and if you tell the joke again, in your special, you can have the whole story about how you don't wear shoes when you shit. And then later you can be like, yeah, they thought it was really weird because I was like laying on my shoes. My shoes were off.
The bathroom smelled kind of shit.
Oh, actually, or maybe you shit in your pants, but you still took your shoes off. You had the wherewithal to take your shoes off because you knew you were going to take a shit, but not the wherewithal to get to the toilet.
Yeah, you're like, I just
you shit right in your pants.
Oh man, that's
that's a good one.
It's more comfortable to you
to shit in your pants with your shoes
off than it is to
shit in the toilet with your shoes off.
If I'm being honest,
it's truly true.
Oh, that's such a weird shit
although
fetish.
I gotta admit, I don't think I mean, I probably did when I was younger, but I don't remember the last time I shit my pants.
I shit my pants the last time, probably, I'm going to go with in 23, so yeah, probably like 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I shit like a shart, like a little shart. Well, I haven't log shit my pants since I was like 14.
Like log? 15. Wait. So a shart? Okay, so I think we need to explain what the difference is, honestly. And by the way,
I've squirted.
that's a pretty long time before we got into poop talk.
Yeah. That's like 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
But definitely poop talk. I feel like some people who shit themselves say it's a shart. But to me, a shart is a very specific thing, and that's like virtually no shit. Like, yes, there's like a tiny little bit, but it's not like actually shitting your pants.
It's more like a really, really wet fart.
Yeah, it's
I've
more like,
I've had some squirts come out where like I farted and then like a little,
No,
like a solid amount where you're like,
I'm gonna qualify that as still like a shart, I think.
Okay, because it's an amount where you're like, oh, I gotta change my underwear.
It's more because a shart.
If you have to immediately throw your underwear away, that's when you shit your pants.
Yeah, so
I feel like
Which I think anything more than I think a shart is anything that's less than that.
I feel like a shart is defined as you think you're trying to fart.
Yeah.
And then you
shit your pants
instead.
Well, right, but the thing is, like, if you try to fart and then dump a load in your pants, that's not a shart.
Okay,
that's
so,
shitting your pants.
I'll tell you guys a story.
No, seriously. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, we can agree on that.
All right, now go ahead, Rob. This is gonna be great.
All right, I'm about a sophomore in high school, and we have this new football coach that comes in. He's like super cool. Everybody's like, "Oh man, this guy's sick." Shout out Scott Fitchett, fucking psychology teacher. He was cool. And so I'm playing scout team defensive end because I play offense. So I'm playing scout team D, and I'm like, he's playing linebacker as like on scout team, just watching shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fart really loud. It's gonna be really funny, and he'll think that's so cool because being fucking.
Because you're in high school.
Yeah. So I try to fart real bad. Full on shit my fucking.
This is in high school football?
High school football practice, probably like a Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday. Shit's so bad I gotta change my socks.
Oh.
I literally had to change my fucking socks. It ran down my leg. And then my coach, so I do it right as the play starts to go. And I go, whoa. That was about I immediately was like, I sharded. And then like I'm playing and it's him and I'm like, Coach, oh God. I'm good. So I just walk back and I'm like, all right, let's just sit down. I'll be back at defensive end. Let's go run it back. So I bend over. I'm like, maybe it's not noticeable. Maybe it's not noticeable. So I bend over and my coach goes, oh my God. And he just goes, Rob, did you shit your pants? I'm like, I sharded a little. Like, I think I sharded a little, Coach. I sharded. He goes, no, I think you shit. And so
you're overuse of the word shart, dude.
No, but no,
that's why I wanted to make defined.
No, I've shit my pants and I've sharded my pants.
Right.
Look,
That's shitting your pants.
That was shitting my pants. And then I had to go to the locker room and change, and that was like at the end of practice anyway, so it was all good. But
yeah.
And then one time I shat pretty bad.
Have you seen those videos of wrestlers that like shit in the middle of like a match and stuff, and they finish the match? It's so fucking gross,
they're
dude.
real. I know guys who have who have squatted or deadlifted shit while they were doing that.
Yeah, I mean that shit like that can
happen. Their
happen.
intestines on they.
They're like rectal prolapse.
Yeah,
and all
like
that
if-
shit.
Well, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, that's really.
If they squat to the it's like too much, and they're like.
Yeah, and they just like pour their insides out. Rob's grossed out. I'm kind of into it.
It's like when you're in the butcher shop and like the sausage links are like all together.
Yeah, absolutely. If you just cut a casing.
I fucking slaughtered a pig one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we shot it in the back of the head, and then we cut it open and made like a bunch of sausage and shit. It was really fucking fun. Cool, real cool.
I knew he was a guy who liked to fuck with animals.
Not fuck with animals, just for the
Just
meat.
dress them.
Just for the meat.
Dress them, get the meat
Did
out.
it taste better because it was like?
Yeah, because we made all the fucking seasoning and everything, so it was good. Although one time we fucked it up and put too much salt in it.
That's
fucking idiot.
That's a big project to just fuck up with salt.
Dude, I have a good crap in my pants story as well.
All right, let's do it.
Jesus, man.
I had to. So anytime. So I think I just told you my rule is. If you have to discard your underwear, that's the shit in your pants.
Sure.
If you don't have, you can just like kind of wipe it down, and that's just a shirt.
Yeah, like if you put it through the washer, like it'll be fine.
Yeah, or like just like I could grab it.
If you have to change your pants like right then and there, you're like, I need to go. I need to change.
Yeah, that's
the pants.
shit in your pants.
That's shit in your pants. If you like. If you're driving per se, like and you fart, right, and a little bit comes out, and you're like, ooh, that wasn't good, but I think I'll be okay until I get like the next 40, 50 miles home or whatever. Like if you're on like a road trip, you're like, I think I'll be okay.
I think I would pull over the next available place, but I think, but I always you have to wipe it down. see if it's manageable, or if you're just like, no, that's too gross.
Yeah, I would pull
I have
over,
to
yeah.
wipe. I have to like
But if you
wipe
need to-
with my fucking drawers and chuck them away,
If you
and then
need to-
like do some shit.
If you need to pull over and get and like change everything like
Yeah,
down
that's
there,
true.
that's a shit in your pants.
Yeah.
If you can make it to like the next place you feel comfortable
So
stopping.
I feel like I have a fairly high number of times I've shit my pants.
Okay.
And it's like probably 6.
Yeah, I'm at 5 and I'm only 23.
Yeah,
40. So,
but it slows down considerably. I haven't
Okay.
shit my pants in quite a while.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I think it'll probably increase in my 60s, but we'll see. Right?
Yeah,
Shout out old people. Love you. Hashtag
Shout out to Poons.
what? Hashtag colon control.
This podcast is sponsored by Depends.
Absolutely.
Wear that shit, you nasty.
No, so I think this is fun because it's related to stand-up, right? So we used to go to a restaurant before called the Kingfisher in Tucson, Arizona. Great place. We used to go there before, and then we go to the club for open mic, right?
Oh, nice.
Me and 2 of my buddies. Shout out Anthony Modi. and
Shout
Matt
out
Quick,
A-Train.
aka the Cactus Chucklers, aka Pima County World Tour. What?
Platinum no features.
Yeah, platinum no features. Yeah, so these my buddies, we go to the Kingfisher or whatever, and one time I shit my pants at the Kingfisher. I mean, it was borderline, but I had to discard the undies.
Yeah.
So it was shitting my pants.
Yeah.
So it was real heavy,
Yeah.
and then I immediately told a joke on stage that night about it, and it was one of my best jokes at that club, or it got one of the best responses.
Yeah.
Because it was clear it was completely true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just said, hey, I just shit my pants earlier today. And that's like, it's like the 5th or 6th, like probably the 5th time I've done that.
Is there any? Let me just explore this strange rabbit hole that we've delved into. Is there any what was the indication? Like, did it just happen? Like my throw up, or did?
Oh no! Every time I've ever shit my
It's-
not every time.
Not
Almost
every
every time I've ever shit my
trying to
pants. It's been
Trying to
I'm gonna try to fart. Like
Yeah.
Or like you're like if you do know you have to poop, but you're like, dude, I think I also have to like fart a little bit.
So maybe it's just a fart. Yeah,
I gotta
if you're
just fart a
just
little. I know I have to poop, but I know if I can
the
just
George
fart a little
Carlin
bit.
test fart bit.
Yeah. Like if you just
You let out 10% of the fart because you don't know how stinky it's gonna be for one.
Yeah.
And then also you need to know if it's a shit or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Because and if you push too hard, man, God knows what could happen to you.
Well, I
Honestly.
mean, you shit your pants. That's what happens.
Well,
It's violent.
I mean, yeah, and you know, when depending on who
Blade.
you're around, you know, the consequences of that
Yeah.
can be fatal.
Absolutely.
If you're in the Russian mafia and you shit your pants at the wrong time, you're telling me you're so out. You tell me, Jay. Riddle me fucking that, Jay.
Like
This
nobody.
is why our country isn't where it belongs. Is because we're full of shit in our pants.
Yeah, dude.
We're not in the mafia, like the Russians.
Here he goes with the hand movements.
All right, they're the ones, man, not shitting their pants. We're over here shitting our pants, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If somebody shits their pants in a meeting with me, I think they're wearing a wire.
Yeah.
I'll say that right now, and I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna check. I'm just off
I don't
that
even need to be
motherfucker.
doing anything illegal. If you shit your pants around me, I think you're wearing a watch.
Yeah, dude, you shit your pants at a mob meeting. That's gotta raise suspicion,
Raise
man.
high suspicion, unless they're really old. And then in which case you go, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I still think, man.
Yeah, even then.
I don't have any.
Can you hold
any
his hold?
shit. I don't have any.
I didn't even finish the joke though. Let me finish the joke.
Can a fucking guy talk?
No,
Sorry.
it's all right. But I didn't finish the joke. We went on a little tangent there.
Yeah.
So the joke was like I've shit my pants like 4 or 5 times, and honestly, if you haven't shit your pants more than like once, I don't think you gamble enough. Like I just in general, I think that's the truth
In life,
And it's
yeah.
not a great joke, but for whatever reason, it came off very true
Very
and
genuine.
landed very well. So, and I do think that's true, man.
It
Like
is.
take risk, man.
Yeah. At least at the smallest level, it says so much more
Exactly.
about you as a person. You know what I mean? Like you're the
Exactly.
type of guy. You're not. You don't fart. You don't push a little bit for your farts. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, pussy.
Take a
I
risk.
see you. Why
What's
don't you sit
the
on the
reward?
fucking bench while the men play? All right. All right.
While the men
Why don't you
play,
sit on the
shit.
fucking porch, buddy? Because the boys are gonna be inside playing a game. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're playing who can almost shit themselves. Because the fun thing about it is, honestly, I've never
There's shit roulette and someone always shits their pants.
I've never Rob shit himself in front of all like his 60 best friends, and he still looks back at that as a fond memory.
It's hilarious.
It's way better than if he didn't.
If I didn't shit my pants, the character I am today
Yeah.
wouldn't be defined by shitting my pants in the
Absolutely.
8th grade wrestling on top of Vincent Ray.
fuck you, I shit on you.
You did that too?
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
Vincent Ray is like a bad. That guy could fucking
Are
kill
like
me. I think he's
90%
like
of your pants shitting episodes athletic related?
Yeah, mostly athletic. Yeah,
Huh.
and then the next one, that happens at the sophomore. I've shit my pants when I've been drunk. I've shit my pants when I needed to drive. I've shit my pants.
When you needed to drive?
When I was driving, I needed to not pull over. So I just kept on fucking trucking. You know what I mean?
You kept on trucking.
And then nothing you can do about it. You just got to keep going where you got to go.
My stories are not that interesting. They're usually just, I'm sitting somewhere. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And that changes the game.
I've never had that, and I think
It's kind of panic.
I think and I could like I haven't had it, and there's been a couple times where it's been so close that I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have just like really good control.
Wow, you're like a car just like that really fucking has.
Dude, that's the I don't watch The Office answer to that question right there.
Like I think
I have really good butt control.
I think my sphincter is just like really synced.
Way to rationalize not being a risk taker, not
Like,
living life.
it's just like because I just like go always. Yeah. How the fuck do you not shit your pants more? Because you have to take your shoes off before you shit. Where do you find a toilet like ever to do that?
Well, yeah, or I've had a lot of close calls where if I had to take my shoes off before I would definitely would have shit my pants before I got it.
I think Nick just goes to the bathroom quicker than we do. He like just finds a place and just forces it out. You know what I mean, or
I
something.
mean, I think I eat better than most people.
That's probably true.
that might be true
That's
too.
100%
Yeah.
true actually. Must have been. I've
But
been living
still-
with Dave for a couple weeks now. I can attest that you probably do eat better than us.
Yeah, we don't. I mean,
We're not
a lot of ground beef in this diet.
Yeah, no, I mean,
We can't be bulky if you're eating fucking veggies, all right, Nick?
Yeah.
It's true. I just have like
Oh shit. How's that?
I just have this I feel like I've had like a really sensitive stomach. I think it's because I drink an insane amount of coffee, so I just always had to eat a lot of vegetables, not feel like shit. Yeah.
Huh.
It's like girly. That's cool.
I know, right?
Yeah, so this is just another quick thing I wanted to run by you guys. Depends for truck drravers, like because they're driving, you know what I mean, and they gotta. I'm sure they have to shit, and they're trucking.
Yeah,
And
maybe
there's not
there'll be
always- do you think they do that?
maybe
Do you
there'll
think
be
they
a, like an maybe they'll pick us up.
Wait,
as a-
depends.
Yeah, isn't that
Jesus,
depends?
why can't I talk right now?
Depends is what?
Adult diapers.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, trucker diapers, dude.
Truck diapers.
I think we may be sponsored by them
Yeah.
next week. Who
I think we
knows?
could be.
For her.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like truckers are really aware of where rest stops are.
And they should also. That's great. and
Yeah,
everything, Nick, but sometimes if you gotta shit, you gotta shit, buddy.
I mean, that's a
right?
good point.
Sometimes you gotta get that.
We're not saying, oh, you're wearing a diaper, so you have to shit your pants. No one's saying that, Nick. Don't be fucking stupid. No one's saying that.
No,
Right.
man. You know, sometimes
fucking
some
saying
people are really dedicated to their work, and maybe they only got 8 hours to get to Cincinnati.
That's right. Sometimes you get fined when you shit, boy. I ain't getting fined for my shit.
I can't pull over and fucking go to the bathroom. I
Look.
gotta piss in a jug and shit in my pants.
Let me tell you something, son. I didn't install a Weber grill in my fucking truck for me to pull over when I need to shit, boy. All right? It's charcoal in this house, motherfucker. And this house moves. All right?
Two most unrelated things ever. A charcoal grill.
No, dude.
No, because I want to eat and then shit and then eat and then shit all the way to Cincinnati.
He's got a charcoal grill in his cab.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got his old lady with him. His
Hell
lot
yeah.
lizard lady.
Hell yeah. I got a full-on python in this
She
truck.
takes over and drives when he does the cooking, grilling in the back.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Yeah. If the company is listening, that is what is happening. I am not
not
grilling
even-
while I am driving.
I don't think they're cool with that either. It's not like Peterbilt's like, oh yeah, that's totally fine. Fucking have a charcoal grill in the cab of your fucking
If the company
truck.
is listening, I am not driving with a system of pulleys while I grill.
Exactly, dude.
I am not in the back making eggs at this time.
No, that's no.
Also, the Call of Duty gamer tag, 1,000 kills, 1,000 grills is not me.
I love it.
How often do you think people on like that have to be on the road for a really long time like pull over to like the shoulder and take a shit? How often do you think?
I mean, I bet comedians probably have to do that a lot when they're driving. I would imagine, like, you know, we're on the road a lot.
I bet.
But we know a few people.
Quite. I mean,
I've pulled over and peed on the side of the road if I need to.
I
but-
pull over and shit on the side if I
Yeah.
have toilet paper.
But
for
that's
toilet
usually
paper
been
substitute.
in. That's usually been in
Emergency situation.
yeah.
Also, not like super big.
Oh my
highway
god, how do you
situations.
shit in the woods? Do you ever go camping?
Yeah, you dig a hole
shit, and you bury it over.
I really don't. Actually.
You don't go camping because I'm saying
People have to take their shoes off.
taking your
before you
shoes
shit. Don't go
off.
camping, dude.
That's yeah.
I think that's the misconception you have about my taking my shoes off. I stand I guess in this at the side of the road thing, I would be squatting on top of my shoes.
So you just
No, I understand that.
I
But you
get
have
it,
to
but-
take them off and balance on them.
and then
That's
take the
really
other one.
hard to do.
I have good
What are you?
balance.
This motherfucker
Just
probably
have to
just
stand
tight
on one
jeans.
leg. That's not that hard.
I mean,
I don't know if I had to shit. If I
when
was
you
like,
have to shit,
just
try
let
to
me-
stand on one leg.
Let's just.
Well, no, you don't have to stand on one leg while you shit. You stand on one leg to take it off. And then
First off, the woods, dude, are all uneven and shit. Like you can't balance. It's not like flat ground, bro. Like
Sure.
there's gonna be holes.
Yeah,
and, like,
there's gonna be, like,
hilly
sticks
and like
and tree trunks.
rocks and
I don't
shit.
go camping.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. It's like.
But even if you're like
on the
side of the road though.
Yeah. So,
Like there's like gravel and shit that hurt your feet.
no, I
You have to step off it.
A foot is in or on a shoe at all times,
Okay,
or in
so-
the air.
So how do you take your shoe off and then immediately put your foot right back on
Dude, I
the
think I
same
just did it.
spot?
I have amazing toe dexterity. Also, a lot of experience.
All right, maybe I'm just have terrible balance, and you guys are like that. Still seems like a lot.
I don't know how you get them back on though.
Exactly, dude.
I usually have my shoes are. I'm able to kind of just slip it in by just putting my foot in. Yeah.
This part's a lot
Like I
harder.
don't need to.
Right, and then so you just get to the car and then you finish the job. Like you scoot over the car. Like because getting your heel in is the hard part.
It's mostly that, and then I'll just waddle over to the car.
It's so funny, dude.
That's the fucking silly.
I think that's a great joke to put in a movie script that's a total non sequitur.
Yeah.
Just have one of the characters has to take his shoes off when he takes a shit. And you just don't even know what's going on. You're like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Just at the most inopportune moments, he just doesn't have his shoes on. Like, what the fuck, man?
There's
It could just be an aside thing. Yeah.
It's a weird thing of this is a habit that I don't think many people share.
No.
And,
Yeah, dude, I would say no.
And it's strange because I never really gave it that much thought. But
It's
I've
like your
done it-
fingerprint.
Yeah, I haven't really given it much thought, but I've done it since I was like 10 or something. And the first serious thought I've given to it is really on this podcast because we bring it up a decent amount of the time because of how strange it is. And it's weird how I've done this thing my whole life that not really a lot of people do. It's very strange because I always thought it was normal.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that happens.
That's
man.
really
It's all
weird, man.
right. We still like you for who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I mean, I like
I have
you
a
less,
question for
but
you.
I still
If
like
you were on a date with a girl and she asked you what's the weirdest thing that you do,
Which number of date?
she says first date. First date.
I don't know if anyone would be honest about what's the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
you
that's
do
true. On the first date, that's also a weird question to ask.
It is a weird question.
first date, maybe the
Okay,
third
maybe yeah.
Maybe a silly question what's something really weird you do?
Yeah, and then honestly, that's something that's not that bad because the other.
Okay, what's something really weird that you do, and that's the story you think of, but you're like, I'm not fucking telling that story. So
No,
you're like,
that's
I don't
not
know.
a first date kind of thing. I don't even talk
See, I
about
would definitely
'cause-
tell. Maybe that's why I'm
Yeah,
single
well, I
at
mean-
40, but I definitely would tell that story.
I mean, I'm
that's
also
a lot
at
of
a
stories.
bar or a restaurant. I'm not gonna just bring up shitting.
No, not you bringing it up. I mean, well, no, and it's
Technically, she kind of brought it up.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't.
You don't ask that question and
That's
don't think
fair.
someone's gonna say something weird. You know
here's
what I
the
mean?
thing: if you ask that question,
It's just more like
You have to be ready.
you
for
kind
your
of
response.
just bailed on being able to complain about the answer. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
you asked weird.
Yeah,
so,
you're
But
like-
that's also that's not a first date thing really. That's like
No, that's a third date. That's a second or third date.
That's
like,
true.
That's like we've been hanging out for 3 weeks. I think.
It is, but also if somebody asked me that might be oddly attractive to me.
Yeah, I think I would
Yeah.
like it. It's such a non-small talk thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then if you answered it honestly, and
Well, you could ask
you guys
her,
both
you know what
had
I
a
mean?
good little, then it'd be
What if
perfect.
she
You'd be
was
like, oh, I like this
What
chick.
if you said that? Right?
It's a shortcut
Let me
question.
run. Let's
Yeah.
say you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I take my shoes off when I shit, and then I put my feet just right back on the shoes. And then she was like, oh my god, me too. And
I'd
then
have to
you guys
marry her.
just, yeah, you have to right then. And
I don't
there.
know, man. I think that's a yin and yang situation. I don't think you want two people. They wouldn't be compatible.
If they both took their shoes off when they
That's a
took a
good
shit.
That's too weird for them both to like.
Then
if she was
what's their kids gonna be like?
What if she's like, oh, I put my shirt on over my head when I shit. That's pretty fucking weird.
It's an equally weird
She
but
just
different
is-
habit.
She's always with her shirt just fucking tucked over her
Kids would
head.
do both.
Yeah, she's like,
Your kids look like
Exactly.
fucking idiots on the toilet.